So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So yeah, today I have here 3 teams against the super bosses. I did 2 teams with the dex units and 1 with the strength units, and sadly these teams won't be easy to copy. Basically, for the teams to work, you need to own the new Super Tandem Legend and have them at least level 4. The higher the better. And I understand that most people won't do that, so I said this before with Super Boss, it's hard to showcase because the resources are so valuable and scarce. So I have to build for myself. So this is my quest to finding the best teams. For the Dex variation, it's pretty hard to find the best teams, while for the strength version with Kaido, it's a bit more obvious what is best. So yeah, in this one I tried the super class and super type combo to maximize those buffs. Double Luffy is one Luffy is very good to remove the spear on stage 2, and the other is very good to add the ore boost here and just to boost the stats and everything. But yeah, you also need whitey base support for these teams, by the way. So yeah, stacking as many buffs as possible here. Sun Judge and Brook are used just to maximize chain. That was the idea with this team. Super type, super class, boost the chain. Let's see what kind of damage that goes. And then we can compare that with the Luffy crew comp and see which one is best. Sun Judge special also remove paralysis, so that was surprisingly useful yet again. Not the first time I've used them to remove paralysis. And yeah, the damage is not too bad, to be honest. Almost 8 billion. We take those. It actually takes us a surprisingly long time to die. One possible improvement to this team is to get a higher koala buff, but I've been unable to find a good way of doing it. Like, if I do like Sora support on Sanji, the new Robin on Brook, and Vivi on Koala, I probably get enough to get the full Koala buff. But then I lose the Sabo buff on Koala, and I'm not sure if that trade-off is worth it. And even if it is, it's probably not a major improvement. Anyway, let's move on to the Luffy crew variation. I've been reading that Luffy crew is pretty bugged, this Kizuna. The damage looked pretty good in my testing here, so I'm not sure what the issue is, if it's consistent, if it depends on the comp. If the damage is bugged on my team, but I didn't notice, that's also possible. This one also had the 1.1 times buff, so I'm honestly unsure which one was better due to that. It's a bit closer than you will think due to that. But yeah, this one will do a bit more damage, but you'll see how much. And yeah, we use Kanjuro here just to remove the spear. And we have a support on Kanjuro just to give attack boost, because otherwise Luffy crew gives a 3-turn attack boost due to the Super Tandem Luffy's captain ability. And we rather have the Yamato and Ace captain ability, so Kanjuro both removes the spear and blocks that attack boost, which is the idea. Sadly, he doesn't have the highest stats, so his damage output is pretty low, so that's actually pretty subpar. We are able to run the Wives, which give a high color affinity. And they also do a lot of utility removing the paralysis and chopper support removing the damage threshold. We actually don't use the Zoro special at all. He's just here for the color affinity buff with his Sailor. And yeah, for the Super Tandem condition, of course. I've been thinking a lot about what unit to try and fit. And with this particular comp, like, you need something to remove the spear as well. I could put like Rayleigh on Luffy, but then I lose out on the Sabo support. So yeah, it's rough. And yeah, now we get to see the damage with this team. Remember, it has an extra alliance buff. 11 billion, so I still think this does more, but the comparison is a bit closer with that in mind. But yeah, that's the Dex team's. Dex was always going to do less damage than the strength variant, because Kaido's kit is just more tailored for Super Boss. That doesn't mean that Luffy is bad, it's just that he's a bit more restrictive for Kizuna. While in general content, I'd say that Luffy is a lot easier to build with, and being able to use Super Tandem every turn is super busted. And yeah, this is like the Kaido team. Like, there might be some improvements I haven't realized, but I don't think it gets much better than this. And yeah, basically, this doesn't have any alliance boost as well, so with alliance boost I could increase my damage output by 50%. So yeah, you can see like the upper threshold for this team with that in mind. And yeah, Luffy crew, just to get the damage here. Need to be a bit careful though, because we don't really want to leave any rainbow orbs. But yeah, not too hard to get rid of those consistently. Yeah, we're going to remove bind with the wives. This is important because you want to use Kaido crew's special before Yamato and Ace. And Yamato and Ace with White Base support can obviously also remove bind, but then you use them before Kaido. We use Kaido first, so we get Kaido's conditional, which is a 2 times conditional, as opposed to Yamato and Ace's 1.75 times burn conditional. Activate, remove the barrier. It's the wives, got a color affinity. Roger will buff the attack and the color affinity. I've been testing stuff like V2 with Rebecca as well, but I'm pretty sure this is more optimal. Like, lower shame, but we get higher buffs in general. Like, this is like 3.25 times color affinity, it's pretty insane. And yeah, this queen is level 150, so he does a lot of damage. And yeah, we get the final tap. And yeah, 41 billion. So yeah, with alliance boost, that's over 60 billion. So yeah, pretty crazy, of course. But yeah, if there's any improvements, I improve the damage, I'll post the teams. Otherwise, that's it for me this Kizuna. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.